Hello friends and welcome to Perfectly Imperfect. Today I'm going to be making a St. Patrick's Day wreath using this super cute little sign that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Not sure if I'm going to take the welcome part off and just use the bottom yet. I will see when we get to that point. Also a 14-inch wire wreath form that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Pipe cleaners. They're calling these tinsel stems. I'm going to be using this poly deco mesh in the dark green. Along with, I have about a half of a roll of this wide weave mesh in the gold. I'm going to be making curls with this and ruffles with this one. The ribbons that I'm going to be using today are all 1.5-inch ribbons. The gold, the cute little black striped with green shamrocks ribbon, along with these two ribbons. My ribbons will be cut to 12 inches and dovetailed on the ends. I'm going to be using scissors, wire snippers, a rotary cutter that I also picked up from the Dollar Tree and I really like it, and my hot glue gun. First of all, we are going to start out with the wreath frame. All the sections in the wreath frame will be set up the same. A section is between the crossbars. This is a section, each one, and there are 6. So I'm going to take a pipe cleaner, put it on the second to the last 2. Pull it kind of tight, twist it. Scoot over a little bit. Do the same thing on these 2, again, in the same section. And then we're going to take one of the pipe cleaners and put it on the first 2 rings in the center of the section, in between the ones on the outside. Okay, so here's what we have. I point these out and this one in so that they're just easily accessible and I don't skip any. You're going to set up each section exactly the same in every one of the 6 sections. Okay, you guys, if you set up your wreath frame the way that I did, it should look like this. You have 3 in every section going all the way around. Okay, let's get the sign ready to go on the wreath. I went ahead and took the welcome part off of the sign. I may use it, I'm not sure yet. But to get it ready, I'm just going to turn it over. I have 4 pipe cleaners and 4 little pieces of black felt. You can use ribbon or whatever you have. Pull my pipe cleaners in half. And then put some glue on there. Put your pipe cleaner down in it. And cover it up with a piece of felt. Okay, I'm going to set the sign aside and let it set up, and then we're going to cut the mesh. Alright, I'm going to get started with the gold wide weave mesh. Now I'm only going to be cutting this mesh into 7-inch pieces because I'm only making curls with them. So start at the 10, I'll go out to the 17. You could do this with a wood burner, scissors, whatever you have. I'm just going to use my rotary cutter. And you're going to cut these into 7-inch pieces. Again. And you're going to cut these until you have 18 of them. Now we're going to be cutting our deco poly mesh into 20-inch strips, and we will have 18 of these. Okay friends, I'm also going to be using my bow dabra to help me hold my ruffle and ribbon bundles in place. Sometimes my hands hurt, so this helps me hold my materials. I'm going to pair up these 2 ribbons and then these 2 ribbons. I'll be going through every other one, alternating the 2 sets of ribbons. So to get started, you're going to need a rock or something heavy. It doesn't have to be super heavy. I have a rock. You can use your scissors or whatever you have laying around. It doesn't have to be really heavy. So I'm just going to start here at the beginning, curl my piece of mesh under, go to the center, and walk my fingers straight up the center of the mesh. Until you have a ruffle. I'm going to place this down in here. I will have my supply list listed below if you guys are interested in any of the products that I'm using. Now I'm going to take my 7-inch piece of weaved mesh and simply make a curl. Now you don't want this curl to be super tight. You just want it to be about as big as silver dollar maybe. I'm going to place it down into there with my ruffle. So I have a ruffle and a curl. Now I'm going to take my 2 1.5-inch ribbons, find my center, place these down on top of that. Get my wreath frame back over here. Now you can start in the center or on the outside, whichever one you're comfortable with. I start mine on the outside. Lay it down into the pipe cleaner and tie it up. And then I spread my ribbons out. You can cut your pipe cleaners off as you go, or go back and cut them off when you get done. So here's what we have for the first ruffle. You don't have to have this kind of ribbon. You can use Dollar Tree ribbon, any kind of ribbon that you have on hand. I do recommend using wired ribbon because it does stand up and stays where you want it to stay. Another one, I'll show you how to do that again. Curl side down. Pull it out. Tuck it under just a tad, just to help conceal the fraying. Walk your fingers straight up the middle. And place it down into the bow dabber. If you do not have a bow dabber, you can use a clip, clothespin, whatever you have to hold your mesh together. Again, my 7-inch piece of wide weave mesh, putting it into a curl. That down in there. And we'll move on to our next set of ribbons. Down in there. Fold it up. Bring the wreath frame back over. Go to the next pipe cleaner and lay it down in there. I kind of like to stand my ruffles up against each other as I go. And then just simply fan out your ribbons. If you pull them up a tad and out, that really helps. Okay, I'll do one more and then I'm going to finish adding the ruffles and ribbons to the rest of the pipe cleaners. So here we have 3 placed down on the wreath frame. I'm going to continue filling up the rest of the pipe cleaners with the ribbon, ruffles, and curls, and I'll be back in a few. Okay, you guys, I was able to complete my wreath. I have everything on it except for the bow and the sign. Now is a good time to pull your ribbons up and out so that they're all showing. And I still have my pipe cleaners to cut off. Make sure your mesh is all fluffed out. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Okay, for now I'm just going to be cutting off the pipe cleaners on the inside ring. And the way that I do that is make sure that they're, I just twist them, you know, a couple more times before I cut them off. Go down to where it's coming out. You want to cut it. And you want to leave about 1 inch. Bend it over and bend it back. And you will not be able to see it. Okay, I'm going to cut off the rest of the pipe cleaners on the inside ring. Then I'll grab my bow maker and we're going to make a bow. Okay, to make my bow, I'm going to use the exact same ribbons that I used in the wreath. I want my tails to be pretty long because I can always cut them off, but I cannot add to them. Put the ribbon down in there, twist it so the wrong side is up. I like to work with my ribbon on the floor. I'm going to go out to about 5. Twist again. I will be making 3 loops on either side of the bow. and pull it down. I like to spread my loops out as I go, the way that I'm going to want them when I take this bow off of the bow maker. And hey, you guys, if you haven't yet, please take a minute to hit that thumbs up button. It really helps my channel if you do. If you hit the like button, share my video. The more likes I get, the more YouTube shares my video. That would be very helpful. And subscribe. Consider subscribing if you will. Okay, now I'm going to be going in with this ribbon. My tails be a bit longer. Like I said, I can always cut them off, but I can't add to them. Okay, with this, I'm going to be doing loops at 4.5 inches on either side, and I'm going to be putting 3 loops on either side of my bow. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the Shamrock's black and white dash border ribbon. This time I'm only going to make 4-inch loops on either side. For my final ribbon, I'm going to be using this gold. For my top ribbon on my bow. Let's see, I want these to be at about 3.5-inch loops. Okay, I'm going to take a zip tie, slip it up underneath everything. You don't want to close it all the way, just until it clicks. Then you can pull your stack up off of the bow maker. And you want to hold it pretty tight so that you can scoot your zip tie over. Pull it around to the back. Tighten it a bit more, but not all the way. Okay, you don't want to pull it all the way tight because we have to add a pipe cleaner. So we'll have something to tie our bow onto the wreath. Slip that in there. Turn it over. And then you can tighten it up. Never mind the tails. Okay, starting from the back, the way I do it, start fluffing out your loops. Okay, when you get done with your bow, it should look approximately like this if you did it the same way that I did. I'm going to grab the wreath and we'll put the sign and the bow on. Okay, I'm going to place my sign and my bow like this. I will cut my tails when I get done. So let me get my sign and bow attached and I'll be right back. Okay, I was able to attach my sign and my bow. Have not cut the tails yet. I'm getting ready to do that. I'm not going to be cutting my tails super short because I'm going to kind of curl them up. So I'm just going to take them and cut them on an angle. Okay, and then I'll do this one the other way. Make it a little bit whimsical since it is a St. Patrick's Day wreath. Okay, I will do the other side. I have this little green fuzzy ball that I'm going to insert into the center. Give it a little bit of color in there. Now just to add a little bit more interest, the reason why I left my pipe cleaners long on the outside is because I'm going to take them, and not every one of them, I'm going to be adding these little glitter foam balls that I have. So I just put a dot of hot glue on the end. And it slips right on there. And I just think that's super cute going around. This is why I didn't cut the outside pipe cleaners off. And I just think it looks super cute. I'm going to go around and add the rest of them wherever I want them. I really hope you guys enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me. If you're new, welcome. And if you've been here before, thanks for coming back. Please give me a thumbs up. And I will see you all in the next video. Thank you so much.